Stream's working. Sweet. I'm going to close that. Open this. And now that we're recording, I can recording and say, or streaming, I'm hitting record. And the recorder's working.
Hopefully.
We're watching this in the brightest room on the planet.
Yes.
I haven't even done the intro yet. Here we go. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to a Spite Producer movie commentary for Dracula 3000. Brassknuckles has requested that you and I sit down and watch this movie, and he also requested video, which is why we're just surrounded by lights.
Yep.
To try and make the cameras see us well.
Well, it's so we're not scared of Dracula.
Yeah, I guess I could have put in like 3 minutes of effort to make sure we were framed correctly and stuff. Whatever. I have not seen this.
Nope.
Don't really, to be honest, have any interest in seeing it.
I have heard things about it.
You gonna go somewhere else since we're gonna be talking during your show? Yeah. My sister's over there trying to watch some terrible Netflix original teen drama series. Apparently, we were disturbing her. We've been talking for like an hour trying to get all this shit set up. That was no big deal. But then we hit record, and suddenly, that's a big problem. So if you're watching the video along with us, welcome. If you're just listening, also welcome. This will be on the Patreon, of course, but it's going to be open to all, even public listeners. He wants everyone to watch this movie with him. So that's some real spite.
Super spite.
Hopefully I don't have any calls about work today. I believe all the work has been completed for the rest of the day.
Turn the phone off.
I can't do that, Tim. If I'm not on site, I have to have my phone accessible if there's a show in the building.
It's accessible. It's right there. It's accessible.
I know.
No. Just off.
Tim turned down my offer of a cocktail before this recording, so I guess we won't be sharing any cocktail recipes. But one thing we will be sharing, Tim, I got
that's right.
you a
I forgot.
special gift.
That's right.
You were a very, very good boy this year.
Okay.
And I brought you the #1 wanted gift from 1996.
What the hell
And
is
I
this?
even wrapped it.
You wrapped it.
I mean,
you don't wrap things.
We've exchanged a decent number of gifts over the years. And how many have been wrapped from either of us?
None.
None. Yeah, this one's very special, Tim.
Holy shit.
It's me, Jamie.
Holy shit. You got me a Turbo Man.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
God damn it. I just spilled this fucking Coke all over myself.
Well, you know who can help clean that up is Turbo Man.
Yeah, I saw that at the store last night, and I was like, oh my god.
Holy shit. Yeah, I do not lie when I say that Jingle All the Way is one of my favorite Arnold movies.
That's why I had to buy that for you.
Oh my god.
It was
if
like...
only you had also cooked a plate of cookies.
Yeah. Well, actually...
I'm just going to slap it out of your hand just so you know. Oh my god, this is awesome. It looks like it's straight from 1996.
You had one of those as a kid, right?
No, I never had a Turbo Man. I never had a Turbo Man.
Oh my god, that makes it all the more special.
That box looks straight out of 1996.
Would you like a cookie, Tim?
Sure, hand me one.
No. Those are my cookies!
Well, then there's the other one. Put that cookie down now!
Yeah, I had a Turbo Man. It was awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
Nope, never had
I
it.
was shocked when I saw that box. Like, I was... all these memories came flooding back of playing with him in the basement that we had lived... at the house we lived in when the movie came out. I mean...
Yeah, I never had one.
So you're going to leave it sealed?
Oh, yeah, I'm leaving that sealed.
You're a monster.
Uh-huh. Despite it being a 2021 replica action figure.
I think they just, like, pulled up the old CAD files and recast the fucking thing.
And slapped the Funko logo on the corner.
Yeah. Only at Walmart. Yeah, I mean, that is, from what I remember, that is exactly the toy that it was.
It
in
sure looks. It
1996.
sure looks like a 1996 toy.
Yeah.
You guys got blasters and stuff.
I thought you would be pulling it out, and it would give us something to play with during this movie.
I'll pull something else out.
Yeah, well, Mary, whatever. Who gives a shit? I saw it like literally last night. I went to Walmart for something for this road trip I'm taking, and I was just walking around, and I walked past this corner, and I was like, my eyes got real big, and I walked up to it both hands, and I, oh my god! And I pulled it off the shelf, and I'm like, what year is it? What is going on? What the hell is this?
See, that's a perfect gift because it's something that I did not know existed.
Yeah.
But if I had come across it randomly in a store, I would have bought it for myself.
Exactly. Yeah, and it was no question. It was like, well, I guess I'm buying what I'm here to buy and this right now. Not like, well, I'll buy. I will buy this for Tim, but I'll buy it. I'll buy it next. No, I'm buying this now. I will not risk. Oh, next week's on sale for $20.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yep.
Next time, I'm not going to risk showing up and it not being there. It's here right now. It's going home with me, and I'm fucking wrapping it up.
Christmas in July.
Christmas in July. Just barely got it in under the... It's Harry Potter's birthday, by the way.
I didn't know that.
Oh, no, tomorrow is. Today's the 30th. Never mind. Happy premature Harry Potter Day. I don't think we can celebrate that anymore, though, because Harry Potter's hate speech.
Yes.
Well, if anybody's decided to watch, they've decided to watch by now. We have this movie, Dracula 3000, we're going to be watching. We have it pulled up on Amazon. I rented it for $3.99 because torrenting wouldn't work. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to be watching it. I'll give you a countdown for the listeners at home. I'll give you a countdown on... for a play at the 000 mark, and then I'll also give you a countdown when the whatever the logo is fades out. I don't even know who the studio is by. It doesn't say on this, so here we go.
Well, it's got a 2.1 on IMDb and a 3.5 stars on Amazon Prime. And considering the scores I've seen on Amazon Prime,
Wow, that loaded shockingly fast. Apollo Media is going to be the company. So here we go. I'm queued up at 00. No, stop. I'm queued up at 000 on Amazon Prime. His thing specifically did say whatever streaming platform you prefer. But to me, I'd prefer not paying for movies. No, Tim might have paid for this one because our Amazons are now linked.
I haven't gotten the email yet. So
yeah. Anyway. All right. So at 000 in 3, 2, 1, play. Alrighty. Put this in full screen for us. The Apollo Media logo is fading out.
Apollo Pro Media.
Now. That was just the editor.
Production
Fiction, film, and television is fading out now.
Boy, these are
in association with
wow. These are some titles.
Motion Picture Corporation of America. Fading out
into the Orion logo, apparently.
now. Apollo Pro Media 3 film and television co-production. Was this on TV?
And eventually it was, I think.
And filmed by Casper Van Dien, James Root.
Is that 3 O's or O-O-D-T?
It's O-O-D-T.
Boy, this is already extremely of its time period.
Yeah, this time period being what?
1999, right? Late 90s, early 2000s.
If we ever end up doing a Brassknuckles is watching with us.
Cool.
Or he's got, at least he's
Tiny
got,
Lister.
If we ever
Tiny Lister playing Dracula.
end up doing a Jingle All the Way commentary, which I don't think we will because it got suggested a couple times and it got vetoed. It didn't make it through a battle royale, but if we were, you'd have to bring that with you.
Oh, of course.
I remember in 1996, you could not only buy Turbo Man, but you could buy the
bad guy.
The bad guy, yeah, Sinbad. and all the little guys.
You mean Dementor?
Dementor? And no, not Dementor. Is that Dementor?
That's Dementor.
I guess that guy. And you could buy the Booster.
Demon 1, Demon 2, and Demon 3.
I think you can buy all those. I doubt that Funko released those because they don't have the nostalgia.
Yeah. Unless it was Sinbad.
Well, I mean, that is more of a likeness. And as good a job as they did and could do in 1996.
No, that's not Arnold's likeness. I wouldn't call it Arnold's likeness. Aside from the body. The head, definitely.
That's Arnold's likeness.
That's Turbo Man's likeness.
Who is Turbo?
It's me, Jamie, I'm Turbo Man. These are long-ass credits.
Yeah.
This movie apparently does not stay too long. It said like 86 minutes.
Oh yeah, we're not supposed to shit on it, but I think we're gonna break it.
You can't make us not shit on a movie.
9,
We shit on movies when we're.
If a movie looks like this, we're shitting on it.
5, 4,
Oh, he's got a,
3, 2, 1.
what do you call him?
That's a T.
Yes.
Sequence
Yes.
terminated.
I bless you, my
All
child.
systems lost.
It'd be easier
Infinite
to kill Dracula in space. Inject him
How
out,
so?
just blow him out of an airlock.
50 years later from what?
I'm Abraham Van Helsing, captain of Mother 3, a deep space salvage ship.
Okay.
14 days ago, I got a tip from a friend of the Confederation that a large cargo ship, the Demeter, that had been lost for years, had been spotted in the Carpathian system. Nothing unusual about that. There are lots of floaters in that system. But what is unusual is that the ship was moving.
You know what's
as if it had a
unusual
headache.
is the level of acting being
So-
displayed here.
If I can get to the Demeter before the Confederation lays claim to it, the ship and whatever's on it will be ours, free and clear.
None of this narration needed
I just
at
hope
all.
that my crew can handle a job this big. This ship is massive, and there are only 6 of us. This is the smartest guy on the crew. We call him the Professor. And we'd be in good hands if he knew half as much as he thinks he does. Mina, our navigator, technically
that,
an intern
like,
from the
embossed.
Academy of
It's
Intergalactic
a
Navigation.
Photoshop
super
filter.
embossed.
It's not
So
even
she works
Photoshop.
for free.
It's like
Which
Paint.net.
offsets the
Cyberlink.
fact that we spend half our time
Cyberlink Windows
lost in
Pro
space.
Yeah.
photo editor.
But hey, you never know what you might find out there.
Like, it's
This is
worthless
Humvee.
for
All
identity
brawn,
purposes.
0 brains.
Uh-huh.
Perfect for salvage jobs, heavy salvage jobs, and heavier salvage
Probably 'cause
jobs. And well, you get the idea.
Pictures are so low res they had to blow
We
them
call
up
this
to
guy
a
187.
terrible size.
Yeah.
And they tell me 187 was his IQ before he enrolled at Berkeley Satellite Campus and started smoking everything in sight. Aurora, my vice captain, keeps to herself. More than a little abrasive. It's her first time out with a crew like this one.
What
and
you
looking like that
what is
doesn't
it he
help her
said?
cause.
You grunts wanna live
But what she
forever?
lacks in people
Grunts wanna
skills,
live
she more than
forever.
makes
Grunts
up
wanna
for in
live forever.
ambition. And if we get into a tight spot, I think she'll pull through.
I should probably see Starship Troopers 3 because I've seen 1 and 2 now.
You've seen 2?
Yeah.
Huh. How was it?
Seems pretty intact to me.
It was not good.
Sound like?
I mean, it was. It wasn't.
Professor.
Was that the animated one?
No.
Okay.
There isn't. I
3
mean,
is the animated one. I think 4 is the one that's back to live action and it has Casper Van Dien again. It was neat.
Our tractor beam should be able to bring up
But-
alongside us without too much effort, and we can access
Done.
the main loading bay.
okay, just straight into dumb action movies.
Yeah. Well, it was a horror movie. It was a single location horror movie,
Like Alien.
like Alien,
Huh.
and very much like Alien. Tim, they made Alien.
They made Alien. Because Alien's easy to do with a lot smaller budget. It's always easier to do than like big space epic. Not that like.
How are we now? Gallus Marius.
Keep moving.
Hello? Anybody home? Nothing here, Professor. I'm scanning cold.
Keep moving.
Can you hear what we're...
It's not fair.
Oh, you can.
I don't know why I always
You
gotta
can
go
hear the
first.
movie in the stream. I should probably turn that off.
Really what I signed up for.
What did you sign up for?
Get
I'm
DMCA.
Yeah,
remembering.
so we don't get DMCA'd. How about now? Now that I've turned that off. You wearing a mask?
Draculas can't get past masks. If you wear
Look
a
at
mask
that
on
flashlight.
if you wear a mask on your neck,
Yeah.
Draculas can't bite you. Is that a big flashlight?
It's a big flashlight.
But it's not on a even bigger gun.
It's not attached to a shotgun. I mean,
Yeah.
it needs a shotgun attached to it.
Yes. I love how like the Fifth Element, right, is in the future,
Yeah.
and they go fucking wacky with the clothes.
Yeah.
And then some movies are just like, hey, this person's wearing whatever we have in the back of the room.
On this alien planet, they dress like primitive cavemen. Star Trek does that a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
Like,
be sure to check out our new YouTube series called Gabbing About Godzilla. It's going to be an intermittently released series where we watch Godzilla films and and review them without recapping the entire plot.
Yeah, because you've already seen it.
Because you've already seen it. or
Otherwise, why else?
You want to see it, but you just want an opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think those are just like PVC tubes taped to the air cartridge, duct tape, literal duct tape to the air cartridge of filter cartridge of that gas mask.
Yeah, they're the tubes you get to like drain your fish tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a euphemism?
No.
Oh.
It
Holy
can be if you want to.
Fuck, it's bright in here. That's slightly better. Did he just say this is disconcerting?
Uh-huh.
Nobody speaks like that.
You do when it's in the script. She wearing like a fleece parka?
Who knows?
Hey, it's tiny. I think.
Yeah. Like a vampire?
I think I'm in a bad movie.
Don't bring up the plot to Prometheus in this movie, please, Tiny. It's rude.
How the map maker gonna get lost with a map?
Why you running straight line and run sideways? Everybody knows that. I want to dance for 3 minutes with you. Is that what you eat?
I want to slow dance. I want to slow
slow
dance with you for 5 minutes.
So you remember when I started the weight loss contest started way back in April?
Was it that long ago?
Yeah,
Huh.
April 15th. That was when it started.
Yeah.
And I think I activated my gym membership like the week before.
Mm-hmm.
One of the places I was looking at was called. I've talked about how much they've messaged me.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just got another message from them.
A
It's
place you didn't
been-
even join.
Yeah, it's been April, May, June, July, 4 months. He's fucking with you again. That's rape.
Yeah. But in the year 3000.
There was no consent.
Yes, but in the year 3000, because that's his kink, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna. Do you see what I saw?
What?
His whatever they're using as his walkie-talkie on his wrist still has the sticker with the barcode on it.
It looks like a Game Shark.
Oh
You
man!
remember for like N64 where you
Yeah,
put it in
yeah,
and
yeah.
attach your game to it?
But it's got the barcode sticker on it. What a piece of shit movie.
I think that's a hand scanner for like an inventory company.
Yeah. It's something like that.
Oh, there's a guy in a wheelchair? What the fuck?
They haven't solved whatever he's got in the last 1,000 years?
It's not even a cool future wheelchair.
No.
What's wrong with your eye?
He's that's always been
know,
like
I
one of
know.
his facial features. Gives him a unique look.
I wish my eye was normal. Is that what you wish?
Is that your wish?
Let me see that Turbo Man action figure. Or do some good old fashioned box reading. So he's got a turbo disc launcher and turbo disc. It's good to have both of those
Yes.
things. He's got flashing turbo lights on his thighs. Turbo lights controller on his stomach. A Turbo Man phrases controller, so he speaks. His jetpack opens up and fires jetpack blasts. It's the deluxe 13.5-inch fully posable one. That's Arnold's face. That is it's 1996, supposed to be Arnold's face. Look at that, everybody. Tell me that's not Arnold's face.
The chin, yeah.
Well, that's all you get. They gave him a little frown. The back does not say the other cool thing he has, which is this boomerang that opens and closes and stashes in his boot.
Huh.
Turbo Man, electronic lights and sounds. Includes 3 action accessories. Is that Coolio? He's the genius. Rocket pack activation button extends the rocket arms, begins the flashing rocket blast and rocket sounds. Turbo Man facts. He's lightning fast, ultra tech hero who has vowed to protect Earth from evil. Nothing can stop this hero. Not even Earth's worst nightmare, the sinister cyber symbiont, truth-distorting arbiter of corruption, Dementor. Did J.K. Rowling steal the name of those things from Turbo Man?
Yes.
No andro-humanoid arch-villain with an asteroid to grind with Turbo Man. Oh, that's Anne. This font is terrible. He is bent on enslaving Earth and turning it into an alien colony for his race. Beware, take care, because nothing is safe from his gruesome green grasp.
Oh no. He has to be carried down the stairs.
Attention, freedom fighters. Meanwhile, the eerie laugh of Dementor echoes through his cave of chaos as helpless hostages, the first family of America, stare on in horror as Dementor fires up his mega gun that will leave America floating helplessly in space. Suddenly, there's a blast as the smoke clears and new hope dawns. Turbo Man and Boost arrive just in time to disarm the situation and negate Demeter's plan. It's turbo time. With the odds stacked against him, Turbo Man has to move fast. He revs up his rocket pack, Booster roars into action, and Turbo Man lets his Turbo Rang rip. Turbo Man triumphs once again. Dementor's sinister scheme backfires, and Turbo Man has saved the day, preserving peace on planet Earth.
That story is better than this movie.
Yeah. This is the only good thing Funko's ever done.
I'd say so.
It needs 2 AA or LR6 batteries, which are not included.
I think they're breaking like horror movie rules by having 2 hot blondes on the in the cast.
Yeah.
You never have like same hair color people in your like small horror cast. It's odd.
Oh, Hack the Movies is watching. Is this the Dracula movie with Coolio and Castor Van Dien in space? It is.
It absolutely is.
Do we need to recap the plot for you, Hack the Movies? So we can do that. So they had this guy for one day.
They had this guy for one day, and
they had him for 2 days. Day one was him sitting in this green screen or whatever this is, maybe a backdrop, and record these logs that they put this terrible VHS filter over. And then day 2 is when they show his body when they find the body.
He's really giving it his
Tony
all.
says, "I am more famous than you. Shut up." More infamous, maybe. He's got a lot more haters.
Yeah.
There was a background I used to have on my computer that said, "Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard," and I'll say that also goes for fame. You know, hard work beats fame when fame doesn't work hard. So, like when your podcast skips weeks and weeks at a time.
Yeah.
You know, we've never done it.
Nope.
Almost 5 years.
Almost 5
we're coming
years.
up on
Yeah.
No, we're coming up on 6 years.
As a whole.
As a whole, we're coming up on 6 years of not a single missed episode, and 5 years of since I've been on the show. And we had a fill in for me once, and we had a fill in for you 3 or 4 times. Man, you're on thin ice, buddy. But we've never missed a weekly
I had the flu
episode.
last year. Remember?
Yeah. I do remember now. Oh my God, is that the girl from Starbuck from the Battlestar Galactica reboot? Katie Sackhoff? That is Katie Sackhoff. You can tell by how creepy thin she is. And that look on her face.
It's a fucking skeleton.
He's supposed to be the smartest guy on the ship.
I think the professor's the smart one.
No. Coolio's name is 187 because he had a giant IQ because he's a genius.
No, 187 is the code name for murder in the Los Angeles area. The police code for murder.
Well, that's not what they said in Casper Van. Were you paying attention, or were you thinking about your Turbo Man toy?
I was thinking about Turbo Man.
What about Crafton? Oh my God, he's shitting up the chat. Mods, can we remove this man from the chat, please? Also, the VHS or DVD cover had cool H.R. Geiger type cover, so I rented it one summer. The actual movie was not as cool. My one podcast, he skipped the I, like he skips weeks. A few weeks because I was meeting fans at conventions and was busy shooting episodes for my main show. Oh, so what you mean is that your other fans are not as important.
Of course not.
Also, is mostly Johanna's fault. Blame it all on her. I also thought this movie was a sequel to Dracula 2000, but that movie has its own sequel unrelated to this. Yeah, apparently it does.
What?
Dracula 3. It was in the suggestions for this because I too thought this was a sequel to Dracula 2000.
I knew they were separate movies.
Oh.
I didn't know Dracula 2000 had a sequel.
His IQ was 187 before he started smoking everything in sight. See, Brassknuckles is paying attention.
This is his good burger. It's the only reason why.
See, I told you. Work messages. It never fucking stops, man.
On call 24/7.
Yeah.
That's what they call it. Surprised they only let Coolio have like his little crazy hair mohawk and not just go balls out.
Is this the Gangster Paradise guy?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm surprised
He's most famous for being one-upped by Weird Al.
Yeah. There's too much black. Everybody's always making people wear black in movies. That's when, in season 4 of 24, Jack Bauer wears a lot of blue. And then I think in season 5, he does a lot of brown. I think season 5, he has one costume the whole season.
Why?
Because it only takes place on one day.
Hence the name of the show.
Yeah. But in past seasons, like he's put on a suit to go to a thing, or he's changed clothes because whatever. But in that season, he pretty much wears the same costume the whole season, which I thought was neat. Or you could shut your hole and open your other hole. Didn't Dracula come from Earth? $15 million? Who do you think kidnapped him? Kelsey Carter?
I assumed this Dracula came from Earth and not from space.
Yeah.
Unless, like, they're retconning Dracula's origin to make him be from space.
That'd be kind of cool.
I remember almost buying a book years ago called Dracula versus Hitler.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I really, there was that version of Dracula that was released, it was Kickstarted, where because the book is written all its primary sources.
Yeah. Oh,
and they recreated all
yes.
those, like the newspaper clippings and the journal entries and all this shit, and it looked really cool. It was way too much
it was like
money.
$1,000.
Yeah, and I don't like Dracula enough to be interested in that. I'm just
it's
more
just really
interested
cool.
as a prop.
Yeah.
It's like that. So I sent this thing to you. Eagle Moss now has these subscription die-cast models.
It's because they're known for doing a lot of die-cast models.
Yeah, and it used to be you'd buy a model, and now
you buy this little tiny 4-inch ship.
Yeah, now they have this thing where for like $15 a model, 4 models a month, so $60 a month.
Mm-hmm.
You get sent parts to a model kit that over the course of years.
I think I did the math. It was just under 3 years.
Yeah, the Enterprise one was 3 years. There's one for the DB5 that's just under 2 years. The Ecto 1 is, I think, just under 2 years.
There's a DeLorean.
There's a DeLorean that's under 2 years. So every month you pay $60 and you get like a few parts to this model that you then build, and eventually you have this cool model that sits in your house. But in the case of the Enterprise D, it's 30 months.
Yeah.
It ends up being $2,000, and none of it is cool by itself.
Yeah.
So if you buy the subscription and then a year into it, you're like, okay, I'm spending $60 a month on this and it sucks. Now you have half an Enterprise that's just, well, you have a third of an Enterprise that's just sitting there doing fuck all that you can't.
Yep. Not even like the whole saucer section complete.
Yeah. Because, they don't send it, they don't seem to send it in a logical order because kits 1 and 2, kit 1 is the nacelles.
Yeah.
And the bridge. And to me, kit 1 should be the secondary hull, right? Mm-hmm. And you build the whole secondary hull, and then you have the battle Enterprise, and then that's kits 1 through whatever. Months 1 through 15.
And then they start sending you the saucer.
And then they start sending you the saucer. And so then at least if you make it halfway through, you have a nice display version of the Battle Enterprise.
Which is at least something.
And like the cars too. Like, send me the wheels and the body, and then, because like the James Bond car, all the gadgets work and stuff, and it's got a lighting kit. It seems neat, but it's $1,000 and 22 months of your life that you'll never get back.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not that cool. It's not $1,000 cool.
No.
I wouldn't buy that for $1,000. I might buy an Enterprise for $1,000. And
it has to be a lot bigger than whatever that thing is, though.
And for an extra $1 a month, so for $30 over the course of the 30 months, they have a display stand for it that has a mirrored base with lights built into it, so you can see the underside of the Enterprise and the top side. It's like, well, that's the way to fucking display that thing.
Like, just sell that thing and as a whole big old box.
Tony comments and says, I left for 2 seconds and you guys are talking Star Trek again. No, we're talking about models. If you notice, we were talking about Ghostbusters and James Bond. We're mostly talking about the Eagle Moss. It seems like a weird business model. It seems like a business model where they lock you in early, and then you get, like, by the time you're at month 10, I'm thinking on these cars, right? They're 20, 25 months, somewhere in there. By the time you're at month 10, you're almost halfway or a little out of this car that doesn't have an interior. It doesn't have an engine.
Yeah.
It has
all these different parts you have of it.
That you have to then keep track of for 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years.
2 years you have to keep track of this model. Like, if you're a model builder, you buy a model kit. You have your little model desk, and maybe you don't build it in one session. You sit and work on it over time.
But it's sitting there.
But it's in the one spot.
Yeah.
In this, you have to lock up a table or something for 2 years and hope you don't move like I do.
Yeah, that would be the most frustrating thing, is having to move.
Yeah.
Because you're getting 4 kits a month.
Yes, and if they get lost. I don't know, and that's the other thing I wasn't sure of. Are you getting a kit a week, or are you getting a kit, are you getting every once a month a package comes as 4 kits?
It's
really not clear as to what is going on with their thing. And I guess there are premium offers. Once you're subscribed, you can like get premium offers that they won't tell you what they are. It just seems like an odd business model, and it makes me wonder who it's for.
Eagle Moss are also the ones that do that the British DC graphic novels collection I have. Those are also a subscription model.
Really?
Yeah. Not a set price, but it was like, hey, this month's graphic novel collection is Batman Hush. It's gonna be $24.99. Would you like to keep subscribing? And you click yes. And it'd be like, next month's is the Legion of Superheroes, and you would click no because they suck.
Oh no, Coolio's bleeding. He's gonna die.
They're gonna attract Dracula. We're 20 minutes in this movie, and there's not been a Dracula yet.
We're more than 20 minutes into this movie.
Are we?
Yeah, we're like 30 minutes in this movie.
Good.
Right on the dot.
Better. I was being...
you were undershooting.
I was undershooting because I thought, man, I was thinking this movie might seem like it's taking forever.
God, we watched Amazing Spider-Man 2 last weekend.
Holy shit. We watched both of them.
Shit, that movie was way too long. We got to a point, and I was like, we got to be close to the end, right? And we were not even halfway. Not even close to halfway.
Yep.
So it's only been 45 minutes, Tab. No, no!
Yeah, that movie is so dumb.
Oh, so not good. We're having a black guy conversation. Why don't you mind
we're snorting the powder we found in these coffins. So like smart people.
Who talks like that? Who talks like that, Tim?
These people when they're reading the script.
Save us your rhetoric, woman.
Save us thou with thine rhetoric.
Coolio's dead. Coolio's dead. I'm going to stay here and open a few more of these. Absolutely dead.
While I'm bleeding.
100% dead. Was that blood shaking?
Yeah. It must be whatever I assume they used like that that powder that you mix with
Tony sent me the image of what the
Corn
cover
syrup.
of this looks like. That's the same cover that's on Amazon, Tony. It's not cool.
It's a lame metal album cover.
It's neat. It's neat. That's the best I can say. It's no Godzilla 1985, a movie that we and only we have ever reviewed.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is Transylvania?
Oh,
Did
Transylvania.
you just say Dabo?
I always thought Dracula was from Pennsylvania.
I thought it was from Slutsylvania.
But yeah, that I recall looking up that Dracula vs. Hitler book after I decided to not buy it, and I was like, oh, I'm glad I didn't buy it. It seemed like a cool.
My
premise.
tits are in a tank top. That's what's going on.
That's what's going on. It seemed like a cool premise. Like, we're losing World War II. Let's resurrect Dracula to fight Hitler.
Some Brassknuckles commented and said those sets scream production quality. It looks like this looks like a manufactured hallway, but the room they were just in looked like a factory, and this looks like it might be
The top
an
level
industrial room
an
or
industrial-
top level
some
top
factory.
level of a parking garage. Is that what you're about to say?
Yeah.
Wow, the black guy didn't die first. I'm shocked. Oh my god! He cut off his wiener. What incredible acting.
He's out. You know what else is out? His shattered femur from his leg. Let's help
all
him
right,
walk.
let's just jerk him around. And that's the proper medical technique.
Do you remember when I told you that story about the stuntman crash?
No.
The guy was gonna jump from Canada to the U.S.
Yeah.
Right, and he made it like 500 feet.
Yeah.
So he crashed that car, and he ends up breaking like both arms and legs and a bunch of vertebrae. They just yank him out of the car. They just pull him out. Like, it's just a bunch of dudes yanking him out of the car and then like carrying him like
By the head. They just grab by the head. And
basically.
Oh my god, it's a Dracula! There's not a medical bay on this ship,
No,
but there is a pool table.
of course. Priorities, man.
Stop showing us your shitty femur prop. It's a buddy, large African American guy. Oh, did you see they added more letters to BIPOC?
Did they?
Yeah, it's like buy and be POC.
What are the new words?
I think they're nuclear and bioorganic. I have no idea. I just saw the
Me chud BIPOC.
I just saw that there was this thing that it said buy and be POC, and I was like, stop adding letters to your stupid acronyms. We had an acronym.
Hey, look at cool guys smoking Earth cigarettes in space.
Deadhelm, I said, I'm enjoying this because I have no idea what's going on. And Gaius Maria said, I hope Tab never stops podcasting, or at least doesn't need to go to Greenland. My life would be lesser for the lack of his stuff. There are very few people I know with their head on straight. Tab's one. Yeah. My head's only barely on straight at this point. Took a
Specifically yesterday.
Took a really hard blow to the one side of it yesterday. Color me lucky.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. And yet, here we are.
Yeah, here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we couldn't. I had to go meet fans. I was in a terrible accident yesterday, and I got up and came in and podcasted today. Look at this. It doesn't look as bad on the cameras.
Of course
but
not.
There's
Never
a bruise
does.
there on my shoulder. And there's also one down on my hip. Everybody can try and put together what caused that.
Uh-huh.
I'll reveal it on next week's episode.
Well, here's a teaser. It was round 2 of our judo match.
Are there holes in it? Is Coolio going to be the Dracula?
Oh, please do not make
Coolio a Dracula!
Please, it's Dracula American.
Well, Tim, do you want the Buskers, the Sons of Aaron, or the proper 12? The proper 12 is almost empty, so I figure we're going to have to finish these bottles to make it through this.
I mean, might as well start with the proper 12 if it's almost empty. Oh my god, he's wearing red contacts. Coolio's the Dracula! This is so bad. It's amazing. But not in a rhinestone way.
Stay out of my bed. We love Rhinestone so much. Not yesterday, after we recorded last week's episode.
This week's episode. Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a long week.
I'm seeing what's happening in this film. We went out to dinner, and then we discussed in earnest,
completely earnest,
our idea for a late in life sequel to Rhinestone.
Yeah.
Where we have very different approaches.
Yeah.
Where in my version, Stallone and Dolly don't retire, but they leave the big city and go back to Leapers Forks, where they make Leapers Forks the center of the country music recording, and they raise a family, and everybody's life turns around. It's all very happy. And then their son, who's tired of life in the small town, wants to go to the big city and gets put under Freddie Hugo's spell, and the Stallones have to go save him with country music. And Tim's version is kind of the opposite of that, where they have to go back to Leapers Forks.
Yeah.
They've been in the city the whole time. I don't know. Love that movie.
He just said ejaculate all over your bazongas.
This guy's based. Shoot him.
This movie is ridiculous.
Do it. Just do it.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, you should have shot him at 1. Oh my god! His Dracula harness makes me immune to bullets! Tastes like chicken. Ah, that's a good one. That was a good one. Here I come.
This
to
movie
save
is
the
both
day.
not as bad and worse than I thought it would be.
The piano scene in Rhinestone is just amazing, Gaius Marius. It is.
It is.
It is.
I mean,
Why am I out of focus?
Stallone's rendition of
Tutti
Tutti
Frutti.
Frutti, I mean, will go down in the annals of music history.
He'll definitely be in the anal of something. Brassknuckles says, I think they cut something off of my version because I'm way ahead of you guys. Yeah, you have to... Tiny Lister's running down a hallway. Did we accidentally watch the extended cut?
The extended cut is 86 minutes long.
I just went to Amazon and typed in Dracula R3000 and boom.
Yeah.
Man, that is a good Irish whiskey. I need to buy some whiskey before I leave. Take with me. Pack some cigars. I have done no packing. I have to drive 28 hours tomorrow, starting tomorrow, and I have not finished doing laundry to have clean clothes to pack. Really gonna pull this one through the skin of my teeth. Captain Carl might be in Tulsa tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah. I told him if he wants to go get lunch to let me know. I'll delay my departure.
I wonder who Dracula could be.
Is it the guy?
I'd be surprised if it wasn't.
Is that Carrie Ellis?
No.
Looks like Carrie Ellis.
Does it?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? You know what I should have made the lights because we're watching Dracula?
Red?
Kill them all.
I've seen that guy in something.
I've seen him in this movie.
He looks super familiar, even in that shitty Dracula makeup.
I'll make it rainbow on us. So sometimes we'll look sickly and gross, and sometimes we'll look nice.
This movie's from 2004.
That cyan looks pretty. Brassknuckles is about 30 seconds ahead for some reason.
Huh.
They must have cut out one of the shots of that femur bone. I love that he's still dressed like Bela Lugosi.
Yes.
As opposed to doing like a
space
sci-fi version
yeah.
of Dracula, where he's like in sucked down PVC or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like a plug suit.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was in Dread.
Oh, he's going for the titty.
Excuse me. This movie has established their bazongas. Please.
I want to squeeze the mommy milkers, if you understand what I'm saying here.
Of the three whiskeys you asked me, that Busker is still
Your favorite?
my favorite of these three. And they went in order as of the way we drank them.
Mm. Oh my God. He's got another one.
You'll take your chances with a vampire on board?
No, he's taking his chances of being infected from this little cut on his face. Tackle. Wow.
Man, it's almost like that wasn't
This is a boat.
yeah.
They got their hands on a salvage boat.
It's a salvage
and they
boat.
set it up as a spaceship.
Yep.
This is a boat! And they did some like churching up, and now they have a spaceship. What else is he gonna do? He can't make it through the fucking thresholds.
Of course not, because that would involve them giving him like some cool sci-fi wheelchair.
Yeah, just like go to fucking Walmart and buy some like knee supporters and shit, and
Yep.
just put all the hingy shit on his legs and then go
Yep.
as he's walking. That's what they did. That's what they did for Rhodey and.
Oh yeah, in Avengers when after he's broke his back.
Who's him? We haven't watched the movie. We're in the movie. I don't think you understand that, bitch.
If we're looking for someone and you say, yes, I saw him, that means you saw him.
Brassknuckles kind of want to rewind a bit of my version so I'm at the right timestamp with you guys, but then again, I don't want to watch half a minute more of this movie. Don't rewind, just hit pause and wait 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, take a stopwatch on your phone or whatever, and hit pause at 30 seconds and then unpause.
We're looking at the professor holding a gun. Close up.
Yeah. And then the door. Here, we'll start now. We'll start describing exactly what we see.
Door
and that
handle
way you
spinning.
can figure out when to hit play.
He's shaking. Oh my
Shaking.
God. It's going to be something not scary.
And the door's open. He's fired. Someone just said professor. I think it's Casper Van Dien.
He shit his
Captain.
pants. He shit his pants. There's no way he didn't shit his pants.
Casper Van Dien just stepped through. He's wheeling forward. Casper Van Dien's stepping through. Blonde bitch is stepping through. Tiny Lister's stepping through. They're walking across. We're doing a nice dolly shot of the pool table.
Yeah,
They're
Soviet
sitting in-
flag.
Soviet flag, yeah. They're cut to Casper. Cut to blonde bitch.
Is it?
Count Orlok? What? Oh, he's synced up now.
No. I said Count Warlock.
Oh, what? Excuse me? He's an alien?
How do you not know what a vampire is?
I believe that there is something more evil than a man. Is that what I'm... She didn't say anything that was, like, ludicrous. If she had said, like, there are beasts of the night that feed on people, you believe that shit? That would make sense,
Yeah.
but he's a man that's evil. Not really that unbelievable. I mean, Joe Biden exists. Hungry for dong.
Is it like a picture of coffee in the back there?
A picture of coffee? Look
Picture-
at that CD rack.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a picture of, like, milky
Like a
coffee.
mocha, something.
Chocolate milk.
That is a CD rack. Huh.
Well, fucking CD case.
It's got CD cases in it.
No, there's like
There's
a
a VCR.
that
There's a VCR. Oh yeah, the case is a stack of
spindle.
DVDs.
Yeah, like the ones behind Tim. Oh my God, we're in this
oh
movie.
my God.
Right there behind Tim's left ear. There's a stack of. Actually,
Not anymore.
I guess I should point this way. Right there.
VHS player.
How embarrassing.
This movie came out in 2004, and there's a VHS player.
Well, there
on
were
it.
still VHS players. 2000. That was just about the time that DVD. That was the transition years.
I understand, but this is a movie that takes place in the year 3000.
They didn't know that VHS players were going away. Do you remember when they would sell VHS DVD combo players where you'd have both in one unit?
I never had one, but yeah.
Yeah. Stop lying!
That was a weirdly 80-yard line. Well, they're not on her neck.
Nah, yeah. Oh, we're turning this movie into The Thing.
Guess who and who isn't a Dracula?
Wow, they're real proud of that one.
I mean, it's something other than the bullshit they've been doing so far.
Oh, yeah, it's a far more interesting shot.
Than that bullshit, yeah.
Wow. Why don't you guys lock yourself in one room and just wait for him to come to you?
Yeah. Or all move as one unit to back to the bay or whatever and just haul the thing in. And when you get back to Earth, be like, hey, There's a Dracula on
There's
here.
a Dracula on the spaceship.
Yeah.
You left the knife on her fucking forearm? You fucking devil white woman.
What is this, Black Snake Moan 2?
Do it, Tiny. It's going in one eye, but not the other.
It's going in one eye and kind of weirdly lopsided through the other.
He bit her on the titty.
Yeah. This is a great time for the movie to like dip into a lull. You know, you introduce your enemy, you have some action scenes, and then whatever this bullshit is makes you, you know.
Now you can go take a piss.
Yeah, you're right. This is the part of the movie where you go take a piss, and hopefully you have to wait in line. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Let's plot a plot.
The thing with because this movie has a very simple plot, right?
Mm-hmm.
They find a derelict ship
Derelict.
and they investigate it so they can tow it off for money. But when you have a bare bones thread of a plot, you have to make everything else stand out, and you have to pace
Just go. That's my fetish.
That's his fetish. And if she doesn't cooperate, then she's being sexist.
They just keep shooting that same hallway.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking old. It's like an old ham radio or something. An oscilloscope.
Oscilloscopes.
Oscilloscope. Now they're doing that shot a lot. It's like they
here's
brought in another
Vampire
18.
history. I want to see what happens after 2000. How these vampires go to space.
Vampires in space.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's a Van Helsing.
Yeah. You didn't catch that at the beginning when
No,
I
I
said my
didn't.
name is Caspier Van Helsing?
No, I didn't.
What'd you do?
What?
What'd you do?
This is chasing me with the cup of water. She got mad because I was laying in my bed and she said, "You can't mess up the bed." So she was trying to make the bed with me on it. And I said, "It's a bed. It's going to get messed up." She's like, "No, it has to be me." So she started chasing me with the cup of water.
Teenage girls, man. They're all fucking retarded. More retarded than adult girls. 40, 50, 60.
That's usually how that works.
Yeah. He's...
Just
Don't do close-ups of Tiny Lister's stinking face. It's not scary. It's just funny.
No, it's fine. He's watching her and also keeping an eye on the door. See? It came in handy. See?
Oh, shit. I gotta go take care of this. Open the door. It's not your bed. It's her bed.
That's my bed. It's in my room.
It's her bed.
He's not going to fall for her shit, but he's going to fall for 187. This is the most acting I've ever seen Tiny Lister do. Ain't that a bummer, Hummer? We'll just smoke the blood. You know, for a vampire movie, no one's dying.
Bitches ain't shit. What'd I miss? Oh, we're doing another scene with Coolio?
He got in. He played the, hey, we black man got to stick together card. That got Tiny to open the door. And how they're shooting him a bunch, even though he can't die. I was saying, like, for a vampire movie, no one's dying.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
they have.
there's only six
There's
cast
only
members.
6 cast members.
The original version of this was the whole ship going down,
Uh huh.
and then they were like, well, we can only afford 6 actors
Oh,
because we
well,
hired Coolio
yeah.
and Casper Van Dien.
That's rebar, though.
That's a pool cue.
Oh, it's a pool cue. It is wood.
It's a trap. Because he's gay.
Maybe.
That is a VCR on top of a fucking flat screen when they were flat pieces of glass. TV. She's not human. Oh, she's a robot.
Oh.
I'm also a snooper bot. Do it! Do it! Yeah! I was telling Tim the story earlier. Went to the circus last night. And so my family goes to an inordinate amount of circuses. You know, I think most people go to the circus. How many times have you been to the circus, Tim? 0 times?
Maybe once when I was real young.
Anybody who's watching in the chat, the three of you, how many times have you been to the circus? Guessing it's a low number.
Yeah.
We go to the circus 2-3 times a year.
Yeah.
So one of the things the circus has to do is they have to have these acts that kind of suck, but they have to divert your attention over to ring 1, while in ring 3 they set up the cool ball of death or whatever thing they have going on. So last night they come out and the clowns do a bit in ring 1 while they're setting up something in ring 3. And they come out and they do this joke. One of the clowns is a judge, one of the clowns is a cop.
I think they just put plexiglass down over the grating.
Yep. And then put lights underneath the grating. One of the clowns comes out as a judge, one's a cop, and then there are 3 others. And he's like, all right, he brings them out. What crime are you accused of committing? And the first clown's like, I was throwing peanuts to the elephants. And the judge goes, well, that's not a crime, is it? And the crowd's like, no, right? And I think as I start describing this joke, most people listening know it, and they know what the punchline is. Well, I know what the punchline is because it's, the
same joke you've heard the last.
Yeah, everybody comes up and does that. I was throwing peanuts to a new animal, and then a third guy comes up and he looks like shit, and they go, "What's wrong with you? Who are you? I'm Peanuts."
Yeah.
So he comes out and he's Peanuts isn't. That's not a crime, is it? And the crowd starts yelling, "No!" And then I start going, "Yeah! Give him the chair! Yeah! Ah, take him out! He's guilty! Give him the chair!" And this is a Thursday night show, not super well attended. I mean, not empty, but not packed. And I'm very loud, and so I am filling this pavilion with my screams of "kill this guy!" And then a bunch of the kids are like, "Wait, no, yeah, guilty!" Ruin this whole clown act. They managed to get through the joke. But it was a lot of fun. I recommend everybody goes to the circus. When you see a poster for a circus, just go get tickets. It'll be fun.
The plus sign. Yeah.
It's almost as good as my answer.
Yeah, almost. Just break out the garlic parmesan. They have to have like Olive Garden in freeze dried bags on here.
Why don't you just use that same pool cue?
Because that would make too much
After
sense.
Effects tutorial
That
number
is
3675.
No, that's not 3675. That's After Effects tutorial number 15. How to do a lens flare 101.
Well, that's now 3675 had the spaceship.
Gotcha.
You did the lens flare at 15, and
Uh-huh.
you slowly built on those skills. Like 5 was the Starscape. And 3675, we're going to be going back and doing all of these different modules we did before.
Keyframe here. Z-axis. Keyframe here. Z-axis.
That's how I made Godzilla walk.
Better than having some dude in a rubber suit with the googly eyes.
Are those Greek letters?
It's
Instead of
Cyrillic.
name, Cyrillic.
Hence the Soviet flag.
Why don't you take the one out of Coolio? So what if you slow down?
I guess that computer monitor is vaguely futuristic.
Always unknown. Brassknuckles says, "Time 20 minutes of this movie is left. Time really flies when you're having fun."
Yeah, which is why this movie feels like it's taken forever, despite being 86 minutes long.
Yeah. Stay out of
My coffin.
I'm glad we were exactly on the same page with this. You won't get no blood out of me. Stay out of my coffin. Unless you're gonna show them titties. If you want it, come get it. Superpowers guaranteed. They lined those coffins with bags
and then sand.
and then sand.
So it wasn't. So it was easy to get the sand out after they're done.
That's funny. The thing is, so the sand didn't leak out the sides.
Or
Because
that.
that's
Yeah.
probably really shittily made.
Uh-huh. Yeah, some PA just had to go to Home Depot and buy a bunch of plywood, nails, and then red paint.
Yep. Oh my God! It's Lady from earlier in the movie. Killer. Do it. Do it. What are those sound effects?
This is the
Well, obviously a foam chest with her head
Uh-huh.
through the bottom.
but still, like, I mean, that was the best action we've had.
Yeah, that's the best way to shoot that too.
Yeah.
Wait. What? She's a robot. She's immune to Dracula.
She might be like a T-800 Terminator style, but she's still got blood.
But he can't drink it out of her. And she probably has enhanced strength.
This episode of Buffy is real weird.
Ha! Evidently, his namesake has not been doing a very good job since they're still fucking vampires
in the year 3000. Yeah.
Full 2,000 years after the first one. Or no, I guess when it 1800s to 1,200 years.
1800. I thought it was.
I thought it was like the 1880s. Am I wrong? Is it like the early 1900s?
Oh, I don't think so. That's when the book was written. The novel was published in 1897.
And it was set in the past before that. But I guess, he's supposed to be Vlad the Impaler. So when was Vlad the Impaler around? The 1400s? Stay out of my butthole. Just because I'm dressed this way.
Vlad was born in 1431.
Man, I'm good.
So 1400s.
This is 1,600 years after Vlad.
Uh-huh.
Van Helsing's have been hunting vampires since the 1800s. They're not doing a good job.
Nope. Yeah, it's a 4:3 monitor.
Sorry, Wheels.
Now they can't call it Captain Planet.
If you want it, come get it.
Is that a bedazzled crucifix?
I got some STDs.
You went out into the ship instead of staying in the locked room?
God damn it. They're gonna, you know what's gonna happen.
What?
We all know what's gonna happen, Tim. He's gonna get turned into a vampire, now he's gonna get to walk again.
You think so?
Yeah.
Can you call it or can you call it?
I've written a bad movie or two in my life. Come with me and you'll be in a world of pure bipedalization. The look. Thank God, hallelujah. We're going to cure this man. We're going to take him out of his wheelchair. He's going to change sides. I want to be a vampire. So it didn't like he got the shit beat out of him.
Yep.
But not killed for some reason.
Because,
And Tiny Lister's gun is sitting on that coffin back there.
the one gun prop they have? Yeah.
Oh, it's...
Oh, I guess not. Wow.
Oh my God! He got the Van Helsing. Yeah, I figured she was going to be the lone survivor.
Because she's a robot?
Because she's got boobs.
Mm.
Other girl didn't have boobs. All right. looks like it's more in his back and less in his
Yeah,
heart.
yeah.
Oh, if you take it out, they come back to life.
Oh no, Tits McGee's getting bit.
But she's a robot.
Yeah.
So they're gonna kill her twice. Stake through the heart, but you're too late, darling. You give vampires a bad name. That is in the stomach.
Yeah, where's the metal?
So why
cover
isn't
of that
Dracula
song?
just going around just pulling those out of people if it makes them come back to life?
Oh, you know, that'd be too smart.
Gaius Marius says, I've never even had the movie open. ASE Presents commented and said, oh, what's this cute little channel with 188 subs? A guy who has 189 subs. Pull a Stuttering John and knock over a green screen. Show what a pigsty this place really is. Oh my god.
It's your piece of the lunar
This
lander.
is my piece of the lunar lander that we use for very important business. Oh no, I'm knocking stuff over on your side. Hey, while we've got you here, I want you to tell you guys about this. Capacitance video disc of Rhinestone. This is a fascinating piece of technology. Tim, do you know about capacitance discs?
Yeah,
Do you know about them because I told you about them?
yeah.
So it's like a record, but instead of showing playing sound, it plays video.
Yeah.
And they suck. And you had to flip them. So this whole cartridge would get slid into a player, and there's a CD inside of it. So you put this whole cartridge in, it would release, you'd pull it back out, and this disc would
Like
be
a
inside
giant
the
ass
player.
Game Boy.
Yeah, and then halfway through the movie, you have to go put this back in and flip it over. But I bought this because it's rhinestone. And who doesn't love rhinestone?
That is bigger than the vinyl.
It is, and it has. What I've noticed is every different version of rhinestone that I have has a different write-up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so like the Betamax and the VHS that I have, they both have different versions of the write-up, as does this capacitance video disc, as does the DVD.
As does, well, I would say as does probably my Blu-ray, but my Blu-ray is just the
Okay.
VHS
Yeah.
back. Man, that VHS is in pristine condition.
Yeah, this is a factory sealed VHS. It still has the sticker there.
That if anyone remembers having VHSs, they had that
I
like
had that on there.
that transparent blue.
Specially priced for a limited time. This is I think one of my favorite pieces of rhinestone memorabilia.
Yeah.
The Betamax. I got to get back on that. I need to get the laser disc.
Yes.
I need to get the album and the CD and the cassette. And
I think that the CD is super hard to find.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like $175.
Yeah.
I have my Shrine of Rhinestone. It's
Shrine Stone, if you will.
Shrinestone. Yeah. It's going to be the poster, right? And then I get a bunch of those little like IKEA clip-on shelves
Yeah.
for each piece of media. So like this capacitance disc will be on there, and I'll put a little something on there that says like capacitance disc, and then the VHS tapes. And people walk in and they'll be like, "Wow, you really like this movie Rhinestone?" And I'll say, "Yes, I do."
Did that not go up by some other name?
This,
Yeah.
yeah, they called it video disc.
Video disc. That's right.
I was a sex bot.
Pleasure.
Bam! Bam! I am fucking killing it. Time for Bullhorn to get up in that ass. You're a corn-fed mother with a whole lot of mass, but it's time for Bullhorn to get up in that ass.
This weird German C-level Malcolm McDowell.
Urs? Welcome to Urs.
What the fuck? What?
What the fuck just happened?
They ran out of film, I guess. This is the best ending for a movie to commentary.
That's the way movies have to end.
Hunter Prey.
Yes. What in the 12 hells?
What the?
All right, movie's over.
Movie's done.
So somehow the guy that was dead on the vlog blew up the ship?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Wow.
That really does seem like we couldn't afford a final big action scene.
Yeah, there was supposed to be a finale there, and they fucked it up.
Yeah. Insert this explosion we have over that scene we already shot of the ship.
We already exported.
Yeah, we already exported that scene of the ship flying away. Just throw an explosion on top of it.
1 star. I don't know what to say. Have I seen a worse movie? No, I can't say that I have.
There are worse movies.
There are
than
way
this.
worse movies than this.
Yeah.
Mother 3 is actually a reuse of the sling ship from the short-lived 1993 series Space Rangers.
Huh.
And the events laid out in the logs left by a captain of derelict mirror Dracula's sea voyage to England in the novel. Yeah, both ships are named Demeanor and both are of Russian origin that after departing from port had its crew wiped out. What the captains assume is a plague, but is actually a vampire. The name Orlok is the name of the vampire in Nosferatu.
Digital negative timing. This was shot on film.
Wow.
Script clearance research provided by IndieClear. Apparently they didn't do their. Apparently they lost the last 10 pages.
Yeah, I really wanted to hear. After the credits finish rolling, we once again see Tiny Lister's character carrying Aurora over his right shoulder. He slaps her butt and says, "Now that's what I'm talking about." So we do have to stay until the end.
Oh, there's a post-credit scene. Okay.
Yeah.
In the Dracula 3000 cinematic universe. Some short credits there.
Yeah, it's a short movie. Wow, that was a piece of crap.
Yeah.
Holding on this shot is not doing it any favors.
No.
They should have faded that out for to black after a second or two. That was up next, Tenet.
We finished Dracula 3000.
Tenet, far worse movie than Dracula 3000. So, we're back at 1/20/21. I guess they see the log where he says that they're going to do this. Did she kill Dracula? Yeah, she killed the wheelchair guy. Dracula locked himself in the hold. Maybe that was supposed to be the end of the movie.
Maybe.
Remember Bionic Woman?
I do. I watched it recently. It was a weird show.
The original one?
Yeah. It was on. I was like, "Is this a weird episode of Star Trek that I've never seen?" No, it's the Bionic Woman. This is weird.
So they can't steer the ship, so they decide to go fuck, and then the ship just explodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like there was supposed to be a last-minute thing where they beat Dracula and get their ship free or something, and then they're like,
Or at least consign themselves to blow up the ship with Dracula to not let him go back to Earth.
well, that was fucking bizarre. Of all the movies I've ever seen, that was certainly one of them.
Yeah, it just ended.
Yeah.
Hunter Prey is the only other movie that I've seen like that.
Yeah. Brassknuckles says, how much you all want to bet they ran out of budget? 100%. That's exactly what
That's
happened.
what it seems like. That or someone lost the last 10 pages of the script.
Oh, well, we'll just...
Yeah, whatever.
Well, thank you, Brassknuckles, for making us watch that. Spite producers. Everybody thank Brassknuckles for this commentary being not only live streamed to the public, but also a release to all levels of our listeners. And until next time, we're going to be doing Pain and Gain later today. Probably right after this. But until next time, this has been Here's Why I Don't Get Commentary. I'm Tab Burt.
I'm Tim the Handlebreaker.
See ya.